Good morning, students. This is Raj Gajendra Pillai. So, today we are learning about English grammar. This is a revision. We are doing all the exercises of the chapters completed. Revision of all completed chapters. We will be doing lessons, exercises. The lessons are the exercises. All the exercises which I will be helping you in answering, I will answer it. You need to write it and go through. Right? So now, let's go ahead. Be ready with your notebook and pencils. Now, let's look on the table of contents. So today, what all we are going to do? I already told you in the beginning that we will be doing revision of all completed chapters. The same way, we will be doing revision of all completed chapters in grammar. Exercise sheets to be completed. Whatever the exercise sheets are attached to this period in this session, you have to complete it. Exercise to be noted down and memorized. Whatever I am telling you, you have to write the answers and it is to be noted down in the notebook. And memorize, you have to learn it as well. Now, all the examples given, definitions to be noted down. What all you have to note? Examples given and the definitions to be noted down properly in regards to all chapters. Gender, article, we have a verb today. So yesterday we had adverbs, today we have verbs. So what all the chapters are, you need to memorize it. Write it down as many times as you can. Right? Now let's see the definitions of what all is going today. I will give you the definitions. First of all, write the definitions, then we will be doing exercises continuously. So now we will be first of all looking into irregular noun plurals, then gender. So now these are definitions of what are irregular noun plurals. The irregular plurals nouns are the nouns that do not become plural by adding s or es, as most nouns in the English language do. You are probably familiar with many of these already. For example, plural form of man is men, not mans. Right. So the irregular plural noun are the nouns that do not become plural by adding s or es. A simple saying and simple in English grammar, when we have to make singular into plural, what do we usually do? We usually do is we add an s or es to the ending of the words to make it plural form. We just add an s or es and the most of the nouns becomes plural by adding s, es. But in the irregular plurals, we have to change the spelling. For instance, it's child. If you want to make it plural form, you need to make it, you have to change it to children. Where one example is here, man. Man, for making it plural, we need to actually change its spelling, men, man, and not mans, mans. Woman become women, woman, women. Children become plural of child, child, child is singular, where we have to make it plural. SES doesn't work here. We have to change it with CHILDREN, children, where in the English language there are some irregular noun plurals. So irregular noun plurals, there are some words where we have to replace it. Like in life, L-I-F-E, life. F-E is kept aside, where we add what? V-E-S. L-I-F-E, that F-E is removed and we write L-I-V-E-S. The spelling is totally changed to make irregular plural noun. Wife, if you want to make plural, what you do? F-E is removed, F is kept aside. What is it made? How is it made? W-I-V-E-S. Instead of F-E, we use that. Prefix and suffix. So when we add the suffix of V-E-S, it becomes plural noun. These are called as irregular plurals. So in irregular plural nouns, it's not necessary or compulsory that S or ES can make it plural, but we have to change the spelling as well. In many cases, we change the spelling. In one instance, I will show you where singular to plural, irregular plural, how it works. It replaces goose, G-O-O-S-E, goose. We want to make it in the plural form. How we make it? Instead of that 2 double O, it becomes 2 double E. G-double-O becomes G-double-E. G-double-O-S-E, G-double-E-S-E, geese. For instance, tooth, one tooth, T-double-O-T-H, tooth. Want to make it plural, how we make it? T-double-E-T-H, double O is replaced with double E, becomes tooth. Foot, F-double-O-T, foot. That double O is out. You have to mention there F-double-E-T, where double E is replaced in the place of double O to make plural form of a noun. As simple. So now, irregular noun plural is clear with you. Irregular noun plurals are clear now. So only S or ES doesn't change it into a plural form. We need to change the spelling. There are many things which are changed in that. In the plural form, only SES doesn't work. Right? So what is gender? When we talk about gender, gender refers to the socially constructed characteristics of a woman and men, such as norms, roles, relationship of and between groups of women and men. It varies from society to society and can be changed. When we talk about gender, refers to socially constructed characteristics. What are these characteristics? About his way of living, his way of looking, his way of talking, his characteristics: 2 hands, 2 legs, he can walk, run, he can speak, he can laugh, he can understand. Characteristics, these are the characteristics of a person. Characteristics of a woman and men and woman. When we talk about boy, girl, when we talk about male, female, so the gender is all about the unique identification, where man and woman. Women are feminine gender, females are feminine gender. Men, M, male gender, they are all masculine gender. Right? They have their own roles between men and women. The relationships, it varies from society to society and can be changed. Like if you talk on species, all are in the world are species. Like a fish, if you go for animals, if you go for any particular sect of thing, but any category, all the living things are there. The living things are all classified into two, male and female. Male, female, and commonly addressed. Like if it is male, female, everything together, we call it collectively. Doctors, teachers, they do not identify the gender. They only are called as friends. If you call about friends, friends are friends. There is no addressal of gender, male or female. Talk about lawyers, set of lawyers. Lawyers group. Lawyers, they are addressed as lawyers. These are called as common genders. Teachers, common gender. Pilots, common gender. Friends, common gender. Students, common gender. The things which are lively, which can walk, talk, which can produce, they are all living things. Living things as masculine, feminine, and common gender. All the things which are not lively, are called as neutral gender. The fourth gender which is neutral gender. Male, masculine, female, feminine, common gender, commonly used name, and neuter, non-living things, which doesn't have life. They are called as neutral gender, which doesn't come in any of these categories of masculine, feminine, and common. So now let's go ahead. Please write it down. Let's go ahead with the more definitions. I'll give you 5 seconds. Please write it down. Now let's look into what is verb. Verb is a word or a combination of word that indicates action or a state of being or condition. What is a verb? Verb is a word or a combination of words that indicates action or a state of being or condition. Verbs are the heart of English sentence. For example, Jacob walks in the morning. A usual action. What are the verbs? Verbs are the action words. Everything which we perform, talk, run, jump, sing, look, gave, got, everything, leap, hop, sit, get up, walk, all these are action words which are called as verbs. Jacob walks in the morning. Jacob's walk. What is walk? Walk is again action, which is a verb. Right? For your understanding, let's know about verb. Verb is the actions which we perform. It is a combination of word as well. As you go to the upper standards, you will come to know what is a helping verb, what is a linking verb. So the verbs perform wherever the sentence is there. Wherever there is a sentence, the heart, it is called as heart of sentence, because subject, verb and the object makes a complete sentence. When you want to complete a sentence, there should be a verb in that. Without the verb, the sentence is not complete. So now you understand about verb. Now let's look at the next one. Now let's go to the next one. Now let's see what is article and its uses. When you say about articles, what do you understand about articles? Articles are used before noun or noun equivalents and are the type of adjectives. What are these? These are adjectives. These are used before the noun or noun equivalents. In the place of noun, we replace with a pronoun maybe. So this comes before that. The articles are used before noun or noun equivalents. The noun which is replaced by any pronoun, it comes before that. It's a type of adjective. right? The articles are the type of adjectives which are used before nouns or noun equivalents. There are three types of articles. There are three types. There are three articles. A, an, the. The definite article, the, is used before a noun to indicate that the identity of the noun is known to the reader. The definite, it's called as definite. In the definite and indefinite, when you talk about articles, it's definite and indefinite. Indefinite, the is used before a noun to show the identity of the noun to the reader. When we read, we are the reader of it. To identify, no, to be known by us, the word the is a definite article which is used before noun. We should identify, so it is written before the noun. Such as, if you can see, the Taj Mahal. We'll talk about the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is a noun. It's the name of a place. So, when you present that it comes before the noun. There are the definite articles which come three times also in a sentence. For example, we see the Taj Mahal is the 7 wonders of the world. 3 times it's used in one sentence. The Taj Mahal is the 7 wonders of the world. 7 wonders of the world. The indefinite article a and an is used before a noun. That is general, and when identity is not known. A, boy. A dog. A fat black dog. When we talk about such things, A is used with the consonants. An is used before vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Apple. A-P-P-L-E, apple. An apple. Elephant. E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T. An elephant. Idea. I-D-A. I-D-E-A. Idea. An idea. Owl. O-W-L. Owl. An owl. U. Umbrella. An umbrella. Always before an vowel, the article an is to be written. An comes before a noun. Vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Right? So, how are these articles used? Now you are clear about that. Now let's go to the next one, the next explanation of the topic. Write it down. Now, let's see countable and uncountable nouns. What are countable and uncountable nouns? The countable nouns are individual people, animal, place, thing or ideas which can be counted. What are the countable nouns? The countable nouns are individual people, animal, place, thing or ideas which can be counted. Anything which can be counted of an individual people, animal, place, thing or ideas. In the things we will get some examples. Table, chair, water. These are the countable things. People. Example. Mark, Jane, pilot, driver. These are all countable when it comes to the people. These are the examples where individually you are seeing things and people. An animal also, if you go. Horse, dog. Place, if you go. Delhi, Calcutta, Didwana, Rajasthan. When you talk about all these things, these are all countable. Uncountable nouns are individual objects, so they cannot be counted. Uncountable items are not individual objects. Uncountable items are not individual objects, so they cannot be counted. Countable nouns are individual. Uncountable nouns are not individual. It's non-individual objects, so they cannot be counted. Like sugar, it comes in granulars. Butter, it comes in the paste. It cannot be counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It cannot be counted. Oxygen. Oxygen is in air. It's a form of gas. Rice, pasta, salt, bread, milk. This all cannot be counted as numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uncountable. This is called as uncountable. Uncountable nouns are not individual objects, so they cannot be counted. If it's an individual single, because this all comes in the paste form and in sugar form, they can be measured, they can be weighed, but they cannot be counted. Once if you call, they cannot be counted. How they cannot be counted? They cannot be counted. So they are called as uncountable nouns. So now we are through with this. Let's look at the next one. Write it down. So now let's see about countable and uncountable noun exercise. So mother asked me to buy 6 apples and some rice. I have already marked the red one is countable and the yellow one is uncountable. Mother asked me to buy 6 apples and some rice. So I already marked the red one is countable, rice is uncountable. I got a bicycle and some money for my birthday. Bicycle is countable and some money, money, money for my birthday. Money is uncountable. The children did not make much noise. The children is countable, did not make much noise. Noise is of a different volume. The sounds, it cannot be countable. A few buffaloes can eat a lot of hay. A few buffaloes, when you talk about few buffaloes are countable in numbers, they are individual, can eat a lot of hay. How many candles are on that birthday cake? Here we have identified birthday candles and birthday cake, both are countable. So now in this sentence both are countable, right? So we have seen this exercise. Now let's go to the next one now. Yeah, write it down. You need to write it in the notebook. I'll give you 5 seconds. So now let's see irregular plurals. Complete the sentence with nouns in the bracket. Use plural. So the form which is given here is singular form. We need to make it plural and make a sentence. In the sentence it is to be used. How many does your cat catch? Mouse. Mouse is the word where we have to put in the sentence, making it plural first. How many mouse becomes mice? How many mice does your cat catch? How many mice does your cat catch? They usually keep their winter clothes in box. They usually keep their winter clothes in boxes. B-O-X-E-S, boxes. We saw some on our way to the beach, deer. We saw some deer. We saw some deers. We saw some deers on our way to the beach. D-E-E-R-S, deers. She bought 2 in our online shop. She bought 2 scarves, S-C-A-R-V-E-S, scarves in our online shop. Scarves, S-C-A-V-E-S, S-C-A-R-V-E-S. F is kept aside and we have to add V-E-S, scarves. Our uncle often tells us funny stories, S-T-O-R-I-E-S, stories. We often have for dinner on Fridays? We often have fishes, fishes, fishes for dinner on Friday. Fishes, fishes. So now we have done this sentence. Please write it down, whatever the answer I have given. Mice, boxes, deers, scarves, scarves, stories, 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 fishes, fishes. Write it down. Give me 5 seconds. Now let's see more about irregular plurals the same way which we have done in the last page. It's the same one. So we have to make plural, irregular plurals of the singulars given and use in the sentence. My sister likes ice cream with blueberries. My sister likes ice cream with blueberries. Blueberries. Our dog has never had any louse. Lousc. Our dog has never had any lice. 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 The girl bought 3 in the mall. Dress. The girl brought 3 dresses. Dresses in the mall. How many work in your office? Person. How many persons? Persons. Persons work in your office. The farmer has a lot of dash sheep oblique ox. The farmer has a lot of sheep, 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 and oxes, oxes. As the word ends with x, always a word which ends with x, es is added to make the plural form. In that way, it is oxes, oxes. You should always keep your warm in winter, foot. You should always keep your feet, feet, warm in winter. You should always keep your feet warm in winter. So now we have looked into irregular plurals. Now let's go ahead with the second one. Yeah, write it down. Now let's look at some examples of countable and uncountable noun. When it's uncountable, you write U. When it's countable, you write C. So now, chocolate, uncountable. Apple, countable. Cheese, uncountable. Car is countable. Sugar, uncountable. Television, countable. Oil, uncountable. Butter, uncountable. Umbrella, countable. It's all countable nouns. Money, uncountable noun. Water, uncountable noun. Whereas in some places where you use the word a lot of, when you use a lot of water, it sometimes varies and comes in countable also. About water I am talking. Friend, countable. Book, countable. Shoe, countable. Chicken, uncountable noun. Time, uncountable noun. Cup, countable. Jam, uncountable noun. Chocolate, uncountable. Apple, countable. Cheese, uncountable. Car, countable. Sugar, uncountable. Television, countable. Oil, uncountable. Butter, uncountable. Umbrella, countable. Money, uncountable. Water, uncountable. Friend, countable. Book, countable. Shoe, countable. Chicken, uncountable. Time, uncountable. Cup, countable. Jam, uncountable. So now we have done with this. Now let's go to the next one. Please write it down whatever I have said. U and C. U stands for uncountable nouns. C stands for countable nouns. Right? Now let's see the next chapter. So now exercise of noun genders. When we talk about genders, there are 3 types of genders: masculine, feminine, neuter. So now Change the nouns in sentence to their opposite gender and rewrite the sentence. The entire sentence is to be rewritten. We have to change the noun. All that thing which is in black font, which is dark, needs to be changed with the opposite gender. If it is king, opposite gender will become queen. So now let's see. Change the noun in the sentence to their opposite gender and rewrite the sentence. First one, the king loved the daughter more than the son. The king, the queen loved the daughter, daughter becomes son. The queen loved the son more than the daughter. Son becomes daughter, daughter becomes son, because we have to write opposite. The queen loved the son more than the daughter. My uncle and my niece came to visit me. My aunt and my nephew came to visit me. Niece becomes nephew, uncle becomes aunt. The lady in the photograph is my grandmother. The lady. Opposite of lady. What is opposite of lady? Gender. Lady, gentleman. The gentleman in the photograph is my grandfather. The gentleman in the photograph is my grandfather. The goose rode on the back of the horse. The gander rode on the back of the mare, M-A-R-E, mare. My brother drew the picture of bull, bitch, rooster and a gander. My sister drew the picture of cow, dog, hen and a goose. My sister drew a picture of cow, dog, hen and a goose. So now let's see, circle the nouns that are neuter gender. Neuter are the non-living things. Computer, glass, net, paper, sofa, stone, carpet, stick, class, paper, pencil. These are the nouns of neuter gender. So now we have done the exercise of neuter gender as well. So now let's look at the next page of it. Write it down. So now exercise of genders. Now we are doing one more page of exercise of genders, where there are word banks given of noun. So from that word banks we have to write it down in feminine or in masculine. As it is given goose, gander, mare, horse. So it's feminine first and masculine in the right. So now let's take the first one, bitch. Bitch is feminine. Daughter is feminine. Mother is feminine. Husband is masculine. Gentleman is masculine. Madam is feminine. Girl is feminine. Uncle masculine. Nephew masculine. Boy masculine. Father masculine. Gander masculine. Hen feminine. Son masculine. Brother masculine. Aunt feminine. Queen feminine. Goose feminine. Horse masculine. Mare feminine. Mrs feminine. King masculine. Sister feminine. Niece masculine. Mr masculine. Wife is feminine. Wife is feminine. Dog masculine. Lady Lady is feminine. Rooster is feminine. Niece, sir. That was niece, sir. It is masculine. So now I'll repeat. Bitch, feminine. Daughter, feminine. Mother, feminine. Husband, masculine. Gentleman, masculine. Madam, feminine. Girl, feminine. Uncle, masculine. Nephew, masculine. Boy, masculine. Father, masculine. Gander, masculine. Hen, feminine. Son, masculine. Brother, masculine. Aunt, feminine. Queen, feminine. Goose, feminine. Horse, masculine. Mare, feminine. Mrs, feminine. King, masculine. Sister, feminine. Niece, sir, masculine. Mr, masculine. Wife, feminine. Dog, masculine. Lady, feminine. Rooster, masculine. So now we have done this also. So let's go to the next page. See the verb. Pick up the right verb from the box to fill in the blanks, adding s when necessary. The first one is done for you. That says first one is done. Rest we have to add s to the verbs and write it in the sentence, in the fill in the blanks. My mom cooks a yummy meal every day. She dash fresh fish from the market. She, what does she does? She dash fresh fish from the market. She buys, B-U-Y-S, buys fresh fish from the market. She dash a cake every week. She bakes, B-A-K-E-S. She bakes a cake every week. She dash lunch for my dad and me. She packs, P-A-C-K-S, packs lunch for my dad and me. My dad dash is lunch at work. My dad eats, E-A-T-S, eats is lunch at work. After dinner dash for some time. After dinner play for some time, P-L-A-Y, play for some time. My mom dash us a story sometimes at bedtime. My mom tells, T-E-L-L-S, tells us a story sometimes at bedtime. She buys, B-U-Y-S, buys. She bakes a cake every week. She packs, P-A-C-K-S, packs lunch for my dad and me. My dad eats, E-A-T-S, eats is lunch at work. After dinner play for some time. My mom tells us a story sometimes at bedtime. So now we have filled up all the blanks with the verbs using s wherever it is needed, right? So now write it down. Now let's go to the next page. Now let's look into the articles, where we have to use a, an, and the. Okay. Dash plates are on the dining table. The plates, the plates are on the dining table. I want dash burger. I want a burger. There is dash orange on the table. There is an, A-N, orange on the table. Dash students are welcoming the chief guest. The students, T-H-E, the students are welcoming the chief guest. He is in the dash rush. He is in a rush. He is in a rush. I have got dash plan for that. I have got a plan for that. A plan for that. She is always smiling and kind to the students. She is always smiling and kind to the students. A teacher is dash important person in everyone's life. A teacher is an important person in everybody's life. He is dash best in this subject. He is the best, THE. He is the best in this subject. There was dash lot of fun while playing cricket. There was a lot of fun while playing cricket. So now let's repeat it one more time so that you can write it fast. Give you 5 seconds. By the time I repeat, it should be written, because you have to write a and the. The plates are on the dining table. I want a burger. There is an orange. There is an orange on the table. Dash students are welcoming the chief guest. The students are welcoming the chief guest. He is in a rush. I have got dash plan for that. I have got a plan for that. She is always smiling and kind to the students. A teacher is an important person in everyone's life. He is the best in the subject. There was dash lot of fun while playing cricket. There was a lot of fun while playing cricket. Now the article is done. I hope everybody has written it down. Now let's go to the next page. Now let's see more of articles in the exercise. A or an. Do you have an umbrella? An umbrella. I did like to buy a hat, please. I would like to buy a hat, please. I will see you in an hour. I will see you in an hour. UWS is a university. Now down A/an or the is to be used. So now I bought a sandwich and a milkshake. The sandwich was nice, but the milkshake was horrible. It's answered down. You can look at the answer down. I bought a sandwich and a milkshake. The sandwich was nice, but the milkshake was horrible. Now you can see how the articles are being used, right? So we are through with this article now. Now let's look to the next exercise. Now let's see the articles. The, a and an is to be used in the blanks before the noun given there. Proper article to put before each word. We have to use the article. Banana, a banana. Elephant, an elephant. Wolf, a wolf. Bananas, the bananas. Owl, an owl. Cat, a cat. Cats, the cats. A dog. An eagle, an eagle. A baboon. An octopus. The wolves. TSE, the wolves. WOLVES. So now I hope everybody has written it. Happy learning about the exercise. Complete the exercise. Do it twice. Memorize it. Write it down 3, 4, 5, 10, how many times it's required. Write it correctly and memorize it. Thank you.